So, this is the new place. My studio, if you like, studio flat, really. It is, well, it's your typical, I don't know if it's typical, it's a man cave. It's a gamer's man cave full of gaming stuff and things. My entire collection is in here and relatively accessible. That's something I wasn't able to do, well, I couldn't do at all at Joe's. Most of my stuff was in storage. I just had the bare minimum. Basically what you see there I had at Joe's and nothing else, where here I've got a lot of stuff you'll be quite familiar with. I can't fit it all on display, which is a pity, but you can't have everything. It is easily accessible, which is good. You see I've got stuff like Neo Geo and 3DO in that box, and what have we got in there? A couple of Amstrads, a Sword M5 and a couple of MSXs in that big box. C64 GS down there. I'm not going to go through the whole collection, I'm just demonstrating that it's all here. Software, Philips CDIs, there's some Atari VCSs in there and some PS1s. Loads of software, some CDs as well. This is where it got tricky because there's no wardrobe. I don't have room for a wardrobe, and I'm actually glad that there is no wardrobe in here because they actually limit what you can do. You're constrained by the design of the wardrobe and its dimensions and stuff. So this is my wardrobe. It's a clothes rail. I've got a purple throw over the top of it, though it's so bloody cold here that I suspect I'll be putting that over my duvet should I feel the need. Yeah, more stuff. Lots of software that's full of PS1 games. A lot of it I've got to go through. There's like lots of knickknacks and stuff and things in various boxes that I don't entirely know what's in them. Some of them are nicely labelled. Software for PC Engine, Master System, 2600, Mega Drive and ColecoVision, all in that box there. And some stuff isn't labelled, like we've got a lot of Dreamcast and PS1 and stuff. Yeah, I have access to the void. Yeah, I'm in the loft, and that is like loft space in there behind that wall, and I can get in there, and I've shoved assorted boxes, empty boxes, where I've got stuff out on the shelf. The boxes are in there. So furniture wise at the moment it's limited. It's going to stay limited. I do plan to get a swivel chair, office chair, something like that. Currently using a camping chair because it folds up and doesn't take up much space. And you might be wondering, where the hell is my bed? Where do I sleep? Well, that's my bed over there. It's a fold out guest bed, and it's actually really comfortable. I had my first sleep on it, in it, this morning after doing an early shift, and it's really comfy because no bed springs. I can't get on with mattresses with like sprung mattresses. Hate them. And I've been sleeping on assorted sprung mattresses for years now, and I just bloody hate them, and that thing hasn't got one, and it's a revelation. So it might be small, but it's comfy, and I can fold it up, shove it in the corner there, and I've got all this space, which means I can do PSVR without smacking into things, which is great. Yeah. More software, Jaguar, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Wii, GameCube, Saturn. DVDs in those boxes. All, you know, stuff that I've had for years that I've not had anywhere to put for quite a while. And that's me kitchen, obviously. Huge, huge, big kitchen. Yeah, and you can just about see outside. It's snowing. You know, you can probably work out where I am if you know Chesterfield really well. But yes, that is that radiator. I'm not currently using that. I'm using a little fan heater instead, because that, while it kicks out an amount of heat, it just goes straight up and warms that piece of ceiling very nicely, but the rest of the room stays freezing. Meanwhile, I left it on for 9 hours yesterday while I was at work to see how much electricity it would use in that amount of time. £1.61. No. For one room, that is excessive, given, you know, that's just too much. The fan heater, I would expect it not to be as efficient and to be more expensive, but it at least blows the heat into the room. So yeah, I'll be using that. Mostly it's like I'm relying on the heat rising from the flats below me, which it does seem to. I've got no heating on in here at the moment. It's, as you can see, it's snowing outside, but it's tolerable. It was horribly cold when I came in this morning at 7 AM, but at the moment it's all right. Haven't got everything here yet. My clothes are going to go in there. Lovely stylish chest of drawers, eh? Toolkit, painting by me. My vinyl is back there as well, behind the painting. Cupboard there, full of stuff. Amiga. You know. So yeah, this is where the gaming is going to happen. This is where I'm going to be making me videos, editing me videos. I haven't got broadband set up yet, so I'll be uploading at Joe's. I've got a little MiFi thing that I'm going to, it's pay as you go, so I've got to put some credit on that once I work out how, because I've never done it before. Oh, this friend of mine gave me that some years ago, and in Workshop there was never really anything to listen to, and even at Joe's there wasn't a whole lot to listen to, but here I'm near a town, and my god, it's like the old CB radio days. Loads of people on there just chattering away, though it was quite infuriating because there was this family who were talking on it, like mother, father, children, and they all just kept saying over every time they'd stop talking, and I'm like, for God's sake, don't say over. You don't say over. You certainly didn't on the CB anyway. If you said over, everyone knew you were like a noob and didn't know what you were doing. Yeah, but it's been really fun just sitting listening to it, because I've not heard that kind of activity since, wow, early 90s. No, late 90s. Yeah, I miss CB. I don't know. I know they still use CB in some places, but I don't know about around here. So that is it. That is the pad, the studio. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It's currently just being referred to as my place. Albeit I rent it and don't own it, so it's not really my place. You know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, we have Ensuite, which is a blessing after the place in Workshop, which was not Ensuite, and shared toilets, which were really grim. Shower, basin, me, yay. Yeah. It's small. It's, you know, it's a cupboard. We have a bathroom, shower room in a cupboard. But it's cool, it's nice, it's like, it's not shared, so I'm very happy about that. And that is why it is technically, it's a studio flat and not a house full of flats, rather than being an HMO. Don't much care for that water heater. Took me a little while to work out how to make it work. And it's not dripping at the moment. If I leave it turned on, it will drip, which is really bloody annoying, but then if I leave it turned on, it's heating water when I don't need it, and that's costing money, so yeah. Have to get used to these things. Yep. So, this is my place. I'm kind of living between here and Joe's, really. It's like spend time here, spend time there, making it up as I go along. Don't really know how things are, proportion of time spent in each place, where I'll be sleeping when and all of that lot, don't know. But we'll figure it out. It is a nice easier walk to work, which is great. Oh, the sun's coming out, yay. Okay, I'm going to stop now and edit this and head off back to Joe's. Okay, thank you for watching.
So, is he starting some kind of cookery show? It says something here about having pastry on. Pies? I like pies.